Norma Harris's daughter, and I was just thinking today back on times in Kabbalah. I'm a retired school nurse, and I just absolutely love retirement. I just love to stay home. So when I was sent to Kabbalah at age 6, it really was hard for me. And the first night there, Aunt Treva Whitaker came to tuck me in bed, and I was crying. So they went and got Mary Guess to come talk to me and try to comfort me. And she came in and said, "Are you homesick?" And I said, "No," because I thought homesick meant you were physically sick from the water. But anyway, and then I was just telling the Gastons another time, I was sitting on the edge of my bed crying because I had just been left to Kabbalah, and Sue Spencer came in. She was the author of African Creeks I've Been Up, if some of you have read that. Her son, she was bringing Rob.
Yeah.
And she just made so much fun about it. She said, "Oh no, we just can't have you crying. If Rob hears you, he'll just be bawling up and down these halls." So she got me to laughing and I quit crying. But anyway, to this day, I just love being home, and my siblings know there's hardly anywhere I'll go that I have to leave home. But this is special, so I did come to this, but I've enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I'm Sandy Leader, and the older of the oldest of the Harris kids, and I really count it a privilege of having grown up in Sierra Leone, coming at the age of 8, leaving at 15, and I just think it just builds into your life, being able to live in another culture, another country, and I just feel so rich for that. And also, I just feel like it's a privilege to have grown up with all these aunts and uncles that we had in Sierra Leone, and just the believers who said, "Yes, God, I'm going to follow you, even if it leads me to Africa." And I just count it a privilege for that. And I always think of how God builds into our lives the stories and events in our lives, and eventually my husband and I went and served for a mission sending organization in Kansas City. And it was really a privilege to be able to share with some of those missionaries going through training and coming back, and being able to share with them and say, "Well, this is my experience." And sending your kid away to boarding school is hard, but it's not the worst thing, and good can come out of it too. And I have to say, another one of our the stories that God is building into our lives right now is happened July 1st. Our daughter came home. That she was leaving us because her husband decided that he didn't want to be married anymore, and so she moved in with her 20-month-old son. And July 1st, she came home and said, "I something hit me, and I'm not feeling good at all, and I'm gonna just go to bed." And the next day, she thought, "I'm going to the urgent care," and they treated her for strep throat because somebody had exposed her to that. And she wasn't getting any better after the amoxicillin, and so she got a fever 104, and so she said, "We're going to the emergency room." And sorry, must be shaking here. Anyway, she ended up spending 8 days in intensive care unit of the hospital in Omaha. And they just kept saying, "She's a very sick girl, she's a very sick girl." And it was a very frightening thing, because I just thought, I'm going to have to be planning her funeral, and I have a 20-month-old to help raise and take care of. But God answered prayers from around the world, and God brought an idea to a bunch of doctors all came together and they called it HLH, and her immune system had just gone haywire. And instead of normal attacking the virus, it just started attacking her body. And anyway, she has come home from that now after 11 days in the hospital. And she's going through chemotherapy now, trying to kill this, whatever is her attacking her body. And we have great hope, but I know it's another thing that God's written into our lives that is going to build us and to care for Him and use it in our lives to share Christ with others.
Yes. Amen. Thank you.